Most people think their problem is lack of willpower. But in many cases, that is not the real issue. The real problem is that your life is being shaped by tiny choices you barely notice. One skipped workout, one scroll, one delay, one small win. Over time, those little things add up. That is the big idea in Atomic Habits. James Clear shows that change does not usually come from one huge moment. It comes from small habits repeated until they become part of your life. And that is why this book hits so hard. A lot of people are not failing because they are lazy. They are failing because their system is weak. What I like about this idea is that it feels real. It takes the pressure off the fake idea that you need to become a new person overnight. You do not. You just need better habits, built the right way. Clear starts with a simple idea. Get 1% better each day. That sounds tiny, almost too tiny. But that is the point. Big change is usually just small change repeated for a long time. A little reading each night, a short walk after lunch, 5 minutes of planning before work. These things look small in the moment, but they stack. This is one of those ideas that sounds obvious, but it is deeper than that. Most people want fast proof. They want results right away. But the book says progress often feels slow before it looks big. That is where people quit too early. Maya's takeaway here is simple. If your life feels stuck, do not look for the perfect plan first. Look for the smallest move you can repeat. Because repeated small actions are not small for long. They become identity. They become momentum. And that is where real change starts. The heart of the book is the 4 laws of behavior change. Clear says every habit follows a simple loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. So if you want a good habit to stick, make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. If you want to break a bad habit, do the opposite. Make it invisible, unattractive, hard, and unsatisfying. This part is powerful because it removes a lot of confusion. People often think change is about being stronger, but the book says change is also about design. If your phone is next to your bed, the habit is easier to repeat. If your shoes are by the door, the walk is easier to start. If junk food is in sight, you will think about it more. So the question is not just, what do I want to do? It is, what is my environment helping me do? That shift matters more than people think. One of the strongest ideas in Atomic Habits is this: do not just focus on what you want to achieve, focus on who you want to become. Clear says lasting change starts with identity. Not, I want to run a marathon, but I am a runner. Not, I want to be organized, but I am a person who keeps my word to myself. That is a big shift, because goals can fade. Identity stays, and every habit is like a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. One healthy meal is a vote. One page read is a vote. One time you choose to show up is a vote. This is why so many people feel stuck. They keep chasing results without changing the story they tell about themselves. But the book makes it clear. If you change your actions, you slowly change your identity. And once identity changes, the habit gets easier to keep. The book also gives tools that make habits easier to start. First is habit stacking. The idea is simple. Attach a new habit to one you already do. After I make coffee, I will read 1 page. After I brush my teeth, I will floss 1 tooth. After I sit at my desk, I will open my planner. Then there's the 2-minute rule. Start so small that it feels almost silly. Want to work out? Just put on your shoes. Want to read more? Read 1 page. Want to meditate? Sit down and breathe for 2 minutes. This works because starting is often the hardest part, not the task, the start. What makes this so useful is that it gives people a way out of the all or nothing trap. You do not need a perfect morning routine. You need a tiny one you will actually do. And that is where this book feels honest. It does not ask for a dramatic life makeover. It asks for small steps, repeated with care. The final message of Atomic Habits is simple. Do not chase bigger goals if your system is broken. Build a life where good habits are easy, bad habits are harder, and your actions match the person you want to become. That is why this book matters. It is not just about productivity. It is about trust. It is about becoming someone who does not need a new burst of motivation every week. It is about building quiet proof that you can change your life, one small choice at a time. And if you are the kind of person who has started over more times than you want to count, this book feels like a reset without the shame, just a clean way forward. If you want more book ideas made simple, subscribe to the 5-Minute Shelf.